Hi, this is Julio Don with Alkycontrol. Today I want to discuss the relay, its purpose, why they're put into the systems. We are probably the only company putting these into electronic systems on the majority of new modern vehicles, especially those with push-button ignition starts. That means that there's a lot more electronics going on, and there's a particular reason for doing this. Older vehicles, it wasn't that much of a problem and they're not needed. Newer kits and newer vehicles with more computer controlled applications, body control, transmission control, engine control, this basically isolates the methanol kit from any of the onboard electronics. So the blessing about this thing is by putting this simple part, it basically isolates us from any check engine light, blown fuses, weird electrical, etc., just by putting this. So I wanted to explain how to connect it, how to wire it, and basically understand why it's included with the kit. Some would say, well, you can just get 12 volts from a fuse box or whatever, but if we get, and we put a 15 amp load on the wrong side of a fuse, it could basically take out that circuit. And if somebody were to tap in, let's say these systems which can draw 15 amps, you could also create a lot more damage to other circuits not designed. So simply said, we'll put a heavy duty relay that's got a weather pack seal on it, and we'll get power from the battery or fuse box on the car to then supply power to the system. And this isolates the meth kit from any of the onboard electronics. Again, this is one of those things that separates Alkycontrol from the rest of the field in the marketplace for methanol or alcohol, water alcohol injection systems on the market. The relay kit simply has one red wire like this, and that one goes connected to the battery or battery lug on a fuse box. And this is where power comes into it. From this power, it goes to a fuse holder with a fuse. Real simple. And this fuse can be seen if it's good or not, and it's easily replaceable, easily testable on the top, and it's also got the weather pack seal on it, so it keeps liquids from getting into them. Upon installing these, electrical connection should always face the ground. It is important. Just like any module, any relay on a car, these always have to be installed with the screw to the top and the wiring down, especially in an area that it might get wet. Because if you install this way, it stands the chance that water eventually could go through the rubber seals, collect, and damage the relay. So these must be installed in this orientation. Fuse holders must be installed in this orientation. That way no liquids could ever go in and damage the contacts. There is a black wire, and along with all the black wires on our system, here's an example too, that is ground and chassis ground. It is important that this black wire get its own screw for grounding, and this is what has ground for the relay. And the last wire on the relay, it's only 4, is a trigger. In this case, these, a lot for like C7 and GM vehicles, we can tap into a fuse, and this basically creates no draw to make the relay activate and then transfer power down this long red wire to the controller. On the controller, you have a red wire, and then these simply splice together with a piece of heat shrink. You would solder them, and then that would conclude the power connection to the controller using the inline relay. Very simple, super effective, and super durable, as this should last forever. Anyway, thank you for your time, and hope this explanation helps with the relay assembly.